Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. We're just going to give everyone just a few minutes to get logged on before we begin. Looks like we see a bunch of people joining, but we'll just wait a little bit longer. All right, well, let's get started. Thank you for everyone for attending today's webinar on how technology can ease the benefit burden. My name is Jordan Vendetto, and I am the marketing specialist here at EFP. Today, my role is just introduce our panelists, and at the end, I'll ask our experts any questions. So just be sure to put anything in the Q&A section at the bottom. And I'm going to pass it over to Brenda and Lauren to introduce themselves and give you a little background on their expertise.
Hi, I'm Brenda Placco. I have around 15 years of experience with benefits, 12 years specifically in benefit administration systems, expert level in all 4 systems that we are offering, which is going to be Virco, PlanSource, Solarix, and Employee Navigator.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lauren Flint. I'm one of EFP's enrollment system architects, and I've been in the benefits industry for the last 12 years and with EFP for the last year. My area of expertise is Employee Navigator, and I've learned a ton about PlanSource and Virco most recently.
Great. Thanks, Brenda and Lauren. So today we're going to be covering the technology necessary for successful enrollment, our team that goes behind the scenes, as well as showcase a recent client that we provide the technology for. And then, of course, at the end, we'll leave some time for questions. So just a little brief history about Employee Family Protection. We've been in business for over 43 years. And in those 43 years, we've made it our mission to be an extension of our client's HR staff. So our team allows for a client to not only control costs, but minimize risk and focus on their business while we focus on managing the benefits process. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Lauren and Brenda to tell you a little bit more about our technology and take the lead from there.
Great. Thanks, Jordan. So many of our new clients come to us with a multitude of problems, enrollment management, for example. So from new hires to open enrollment to life events, the process of enrolling your employees can be enormous, from explaining benefits, capturing enrollments, processing those enrollments with the carriers, as well as terminations. You might currently be handling these processes manually or on paper or with multiple systems. So one turnkey system will consolidate all of this for you. If you're currently using multiple systems, a single system may make your life much easier. So think one point of entry rather than rekeying data in many systems. Once you enter a new hire, the system is actually going to take over and alert that new hire that they are ready to enroll. They should receive a welcome email with a link to register. Our service team can then engage with the employee, explain their benefits, walk them through the process, and get them enrolled. After enrollment is complete, all their benefit selections will automatically be sent to the carriers. So you'll be able to walk away, and those enrollments are going to flow right out of the system, creating virtually no work for you. In the past, you may have entered each enrollment into a different carrier portal with repetitive keystrokes. So integrating your data will take care of that dual or triple entry. You may also have some special reporting needs. Reporting comes up often throughout the year, from marketing new carriers to sending enrollment data, or even ACA reporting. Our Ben admin systems can typically give you access to bucket or canned reports that have already been configured, but with EFP, we can also give you access to ad hoc custom reports and work side by side with you to create the reports that you need on a schedule that works for you. So rather than going to multiple sources to compile the data that you need, using one system can allow easy access to the reporting you need when you need it. As an HR professional, the benefits portion of your job is probably only about 30 to 40% of what you actually do, but it can take upwards of 80 to 90% of your time, especially during open enrollment. So our Ben admin systems will be that extra HR professional on board that can help you process all that you have to do. I'm sure many of you are familiar with billing errors. So by having this system, we're giving you an extra hand in HR to handle the jobs that would typically use multiple systems. Ben admin helps us clean up billing errors. One of the first things that we do with a new client is to scrub the data that we're given prior to importing it into their new Ben admin system. We additionally scrub the carrier data. Good data in equals good data out. Same thing, garbage data in equals garbage data out. So we work hand in hand with you to ensure that what goes into your system is clean to prevent bigger problems down the road. Clients that are not currently set up with 834 EDI feeds often have employees that are covered on plans that maybe should have been termed. So when we set up those feeds, we take care of finding those errors. We clean them up from the start. Additionally, if you engage with EFP's consolidated billing, we create the bills and do all of that auditing for you. So that's a huge lift off of your shoulders. Eligibility issues are also another common problem. Ben admin systems can help us clean up those eligibility issues. When you administer benefits manually, we can create many one-off situations where employees could be offered coverage when they're actually not eligible, or the other way around. So an employee who is eligible might have been missed when they're not set up with a Ben admin system that has rules in place to take care of the data and offering when and what benefits that employee would be eligible for. Using a system forces those employees into the correct plan offering, as well as timelines, whereas with paper, employees can much easily slip through the cracks. So this ties right into billing as well, but it's also critical to make sure those employees are getting the benefits that are offered to them. System or platform issues are also common. So if you're currently in a Ben admin system already and you're experiencing issues, EFP is dedicated to troubleshooting those issues, or even getting you into a system that best fits your organization. There are many options in the Ben admin world, and it's important for you to have a partner, someone who can handle eligibility complexities, as well as HR challenges, and many special reporting needs. Some systems are a better fit for certain organizations, and we take the time to ensure that you are in the right system that works best for you. We use our expert architects to configure and work closely with you to make sure that your benefits package is tailored to you. If you're currently in a technology system and you are unhappy with it, perhaps it was because it was how it was set up or configured. So with EFP's service team, we walk hand in hand with you in setting up your workbook, configuring your case, and we have a dedicated support team behind you so that we can resolve any issues going forward that pop up along the way, as well as make adjustments to the configuration if needed. So many current employers have a Ben admin system or are in the process of vetting a new Ben admin system. And it's possible that you're facing many challenges. All of the systems listed on the left-hand side have a Ben admin module built within them. However, we have found that most of these systems were initially created for payroll. So their development teams have put the energy and time into building out those modules. Oftentimes, Ben admin was an afterthought. Some other modules that are added in these systems are time and attendance or recruiting. So these are not the focal points of those systems, so they can often lack certain features that the systems on the right side have. Choosing a system on the right allows us to partner with your payroll system for a more robust Ben admin platform that can handle many more complexities, such as eligibility and reporting. Taking a look at this list here, electronic enrollment is the first item on the list. So employees can log in and make elections. We have the ability to electronically return those elections to the carriers. This is super important because living in a paper world is not optimal any longer. We're heading towards getting everything into a cloud, so no filing cabinets are needed, and you can see all of your employees' elections with the click of a button. Decision-making tools. It's very important to give employees tools to make informed decisions. So whether we're using the modules that we turn on with the benefits technology or using the EFP team to assist employees in enrolling, allowing employees to see those difference in benefit choices is key. So for example, what each choice is going to mean to employees monetarily, the importance of some of the choices that they're being given. Oftentimes, they can't see from a paper standpoint. So the HCM systems won't have the necessary plugins to allow those employees to walk through those benefit elections. Some of the tools that we have the ability to turn on comparisons and recommendations for voluntary benefit offerings. This additionally helps the employee get the most out of their benefits package. Eligibility management. So we've spoken a lot about eligibility management in the last few slides, but if an employee is in the wrong benefit or not being offered the right benefits, we have some issues on hand. Compliance is a huge one. For example, if you have many job classes, or perhaps you have full and part-time employees, maybe they pay different amounts for their benefits, we need to ensure that those employees are enrolled properly. And lastly, a dedicated support team. We cannot say this enough. Your entire Ben admin experience revolves around the team you choose to set up your system. Many companies give you a system and then walk out the door. So here at EFP, we're there to support you along the way. We work through the plan year, we see the problems firsthand. We're with you to restructure or reconfigure the system to make sure that it works for you. We also provide trainings at regular intervals that work best for you. Oftentimes, we provide these trainings ahead of time. So maybe the information that we're giving you doesn't sink in fully until you're actually going through the system. But we're always there to support you and walk with you through any issues that you have live.
Okay, just a little background on EFP. Right now, we're handling over 310,000 individuals on one of our 4 platforms. Again, that's just showing, that we're not new to the rodeo. Having that A team in place is going to be so important when setting up whatever your decisions are with technology. It will make or break your experience. So having, the right professionals to not only guide you into the correct system, but also to walk you through the setup of that system, scrubbing that data, working through all of your enrollment challenges. And then, of course, making sure that your data is clean on the backside. All of that will be affected by having our team involved. Our team is going to work with you from implementation all the way through to your daily needs. And you're going to have a dedicated account specialist. You're not just going to have, a random support line to call. You're going to have dedicated implementation managers that are going to help you get started. After the transition, you're going to have an account manager and paired with a system analyst that is going to be there for you basically 24/7. We do like to sleep at night, but we'll be there for you. And so it's not just the trainings that you have to, that you're going to have to help you get through your system. But when you're working through something and you're having a problem, you have somebody to reach out to. We have 25 years of experience with Ben Admin at this point. Again, 40 plus years with just benefits and helping our employers with their benefits packages. 250 unique clients on board right now. And again, we've mentioned a few times, we are offering 4 different platforms at this time.
So let's take a look at our case study now. So this example is a case that we've partnered with for the last 17 years. It's a local grocery store chain. They happen to have 74 locations and multiple shift changes. So this year's open enrollment was a huge lift in ensuring every single employee got enrolled properly. And as you can see from this slide, here are some great things that they've said about working with EFP. So to summarize, EFP brings to the table all of these items to help your HR department. So technology itself and integration. We give you not only the ability to help you get into a Ben admin system that's appropriate for you, but also that will integrate with all your current technology. One of our goals is to reduce the time and resources that your HR department spends on processing enrollment with employees themselves and carriers, especially at ACA time. We want to streamline your new hire onboarding process. So instead of doing a long orientation, you can focus on your company procedures and then hand off the benefits to one of our licensed benefit counselors to get them enrolled. And then one of the huge jobs that all HR departments are facing right now is dependent verification. So all of our systems include some form of dependent verification. So we take the heavy lifting of that job from you.
Great. Thank you both, Lauren and Brenda. It does look like we got a couple questions in the box. So whichever one of you wants to take this one. How do you go about choosing a specific platform for a client?
There's going to be, it's going to be a multi-pronged approach. So we're going to be taking a look at that client's current benefit offerings, what their class and location structures are. So what the intricacies are of the eligibility behind the scenes. And one of the most important things that we're going to have to take a look at is whether or not employees are going to be self-enrolling in that system, what those needs are going to be. And then, of course, what are the reporting needs on the backside? So, of course, we're going to be looking for a system that's going to be able to seamlessly provide all of that back-end need, without having to manipulate anything else.
Great, thank you. It looks like we have one more, and this is kind of a two-part one. What if my HR team and employees aren't tech savvy? How do you help them learn the system?
Okay, so with your HR team, again, this is one of the things that we stress, and probably the major plus to going and partnering with EFP is that you are going to get those dedicated account managers and system architects that are going to be working with you on a daily basis. So not only are you going to receive the multiple trainings before, during, your system implementation, but you're also going to have that person that you can go to throughout the day and just ping them, call them, say, hey, I'm having trouble processing this. I'm not sure what to do. And they're going to be there to help you walk through it. We pride ourselves in resolving issues for our clients almost immediately. I know I get several phone calls a day that, within 5 minutes, I have a problem resolved for somebody.
Great, thank you. And thank you both for participating today and being our technology experts. And to everyone who registered and logged on, thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can email us at the email below. You can look at either of our websites. And if you want to see any of our case studies or anything like that, just please reach out. And thank you so much. Have a great afternoon.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you.